Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackHere.com. Today we're going to show you some of the new Motion Pro tools we've added to our website. Odds are, if you're watching this video, you're probably a lot like me. A big attraction to this hobby is wrenching on your own shit. I started off as a technician in Cadillac dealerships for decades before I started my company 18 years ago. So naturally, I was working on my bike long before I ever started STG. And fast forward to today, where I do much more working on motorcycles than I do riding bikes now that I'm taking care of Max Van and his racing effort. We made a recent update to the website, adding a bunch of Motion Pro tools. Several of them caught my eye, and I decided to add them to my toolbox. And I thought, you know what? Let's do a quick video and highlight some of the new stuff from our friends here at Motion Pro. We're going to start off with the Tough Hook. This is a spring puller. This is a heavy-duty, proper spring puller. It's got a hook. It has a little indentation right here where you can grab the spring, right, and you can push and release it like so. The handle has a jam nut, so you're able to change the orientation of the hook in the handle, kind of changes your leverage point. Access sometimes, like if you're working on header springs or you're working on like a snowmobile where you're trying to pull a header pipe off, the way that you need to get in there, if you're able to move this handle a little bit and say maybe make it parallel with that hook, you're going to be better off. This allows you to do that. That's really pretty wicked. And now, here's probably the coolest part. Move that sleeve. There's a heavy-duty cable in there. You're able to bend this thing and totally change your approach towards that spring. The minute I saw this thing, I'm like, dude, I need this in my life. It is in my toolbox. Now, next up is the Motion Pro funnel. This is a funnel that is going to be great. I'm going to use this mainly for oil changes, stuff like this, right? It's got an on-off valve. It's got a magnet here on the back side. Hook right to your toolbox. It's got a nice little cap. If you're riding anything two-stroke and you're still mixing fuel, it has a ratio lined out right on the funnel itself. Super nice funnel, right? Look at all the adjustability. Pretty cool. I saw it. I wanted it. I have it now. Clutch holder. This is a heavy-duty adjustable clutch holder. You're doing something that requires pulling the clutch hub off. This is going to allow you to do it and do it the right way so you can actually torque it back down the way you're supposed to. Can't tell you how many times my engine builder would yell at me when he found out that I was using an impact gun to install my slipper clutches. This thing's super bitchin'. This might be overkill for some people. It's got plenty of adjustability to it. It's a good looking tool. I need it in my box. It's in there now. Hose puller. You use this end to get in between the hose and the nipple. Slide the point up in there, run it around to loosen its grip, and then you're able to use the other side to slide in between the hose and the nipple. Grab onto the hose, give it a little tug. It's just going to help you get it off without damaging the hose. This is a nice tool to have in the box for sure. You want to rebuild your brake calipers. They've got a handy little brake piston puller here. Simply adjust it using a 3mm T-handle, like so. What you do is put that inside the piston, rotate it out till it grabs a hold. Then you can use this for leverage to kind of rotate and pull back. Pull your piston right out of the caliper, makes your rebuild a little bit easier. Seal puller. This thing's pretty slick. It comes with 3 different heads. Easily interchangeable. It's going to allow you to remove the seals when you're servicing, say, like wheel bearings, countershaft, whatever. It's all there. It's pretty cool. Spanner, pin spanner wrench. This is kind of a more medium duty one. This is going to come with 2 different size pins. There is a heavy duty pin spanner that you're able to actually use a 3/8 drive wrench. So if you needed to torque something, you could do that with this. This one is going to come with 3 different size pins that thread right into the wrench. There you have it. If you want to see how much those are, go to sportbiketrackhere.com/motion-pro.